How are you again? Let's go on explaining the rest of pattern number 6, in which we are going to state certain features and general features in relation to pattern number 6. We said that the components of pattern number 6 are the following: the subject verb, a direct object, as well as the objective complement. If you look at number 1 on page 240, you are going to see an example. Though there is something missing within this example, the basketball team chose Charlotte. So after Charlotte's supposed to be a word that is captain, okay? So put this in your mind. So what's wrong with this example? The example consists of the basketball team, which is the subject of the sentence, chose, which is the verb. Which type of verb? It is a transitive one. Charlotte is the direct object, and captain is the objective complement. Okay, so again, this is in relation to the components of the sentence that belongs to pattern number 6. Okay, if we are going to look at this example and examine the two words, which are Charlotte as well as captain, we are going to see that the word captain completes the meaning which is related to Charlotte, right? So if I'm going to omit or eliminate the word captain, so what remains? What remains is supposed to be the basketball team chose Charlotte, full stop. So the basketball team chose Charlotte what? So there is something missing as far as meaning. This is number 1. And even if I'm going to examine the sentence well and analyze its element, I'm going to see it as belonging to pattern number 4, though its meaning is incompleted. How is that? The basketball team will be the subject, chooses the verb, and Charlotte is the direct object. But this is incorrect. Why? Because there is something missing as far as the completion of the meaning of the direct object. This is 1. In number 2, again the same example, the basketball team chose Charlotte captain. Okay, Charlotte is the noun, right? The direct object. Captain again is a noun, not a noun phrase, which has what? Again, it is a noun, so it means that Charlotte and captain, both of them are nouns, noun phrases, okay? But the first one is the direct object, that is Charlotte. The second one is the objective complement, that is captain. But keep in mind that the two nouns, whether I say Charlotte or captain, I mean the same person. I might say I might say Charlotte and I might say captain. So whether I say this or that noun phrase, I mean the same person. So this is to say that the two noun phrases, Charlotte as well as captain, they have the same referent. They share the same reference. Why is that? Because the two nouns, they belong to the same person. They refer to the same person, that is Charlotte. So now I might ask this question with the same sentence: the basketball team chose Charlotte captain. I might say the basketball team chose Charlotte what? Captain. And who was chosen captain by the basketball team? Of course, Charlotte. So the two nouns refer to the same person having the same reference. This is as far as the two noun, if I have two noun phrases, by the way, because we said earlier that the objective complement might be an adjective describing the direct object, or a noun phrase or a pronoun يعني completing the meaning of the direct object. Okay, again, if I would like number 3 يعني feature number 3, if I would like to change the sentence from active into passive, we know that the transitive verb has two forms, one which is related to the active, the second which is related to the passive. So because it has a direct object and this sentence is capable of being changed into the passive, so how many passive sentences do we have in relation to pattern number 6? So we are going to look at the sentence again and again to look at the elements. We said that it is the subject, the verb, direct object, and objective complement. So how many objects do we have? We have one object, that is the direct object. So we are supposed to see one passive sentence. That is to say, we can't change the sentence which belongs to pattern number 6 into a passive sentence by putting the objective complement as the subject of the passive sentence. Again, let me put it in another way. We said that the components of the sentence which belongs to pattern number 6 are the following: subject, verb, direct object, objective complement. So what do you expect? How many passive sentence can we make out of this pattern? So we are going to see just one passive sentence. Why? Because we have one direct object. If you remember well, pattern number 5, we have seen what? That the components of pattern number 5, they are SVOO, which means two objects, the direct as well as the indirect object. For this reason, we are going to see two passive sentences. But here in pattern number 6, there is only one one object. So we are going to see just one passive sentence. So we're going, as such, we are going to take the direct object of the active sentence to be the subject of the passive sentence, okay? And the objective complement will remain as it is. It will not be changed into the passive. Why? Because it is a complement, not the direct or indirect object. So we are going to say what? Charlotte was chosen captain. Why was chosen? Because we have the active sentence, which is the basketball team chose Charlotte captain. So we are going to take Charlotte as being the direct object, putting it at the beginning of the passive sentence, changing the form of the verb from chose, which is past tense, into be plus past participle. Be we will select was, not were. Why? Because of singular noun, that is Charlotte. So Charlotte was chosen captain. If we feel that there is a need to add or to mention the subject of the active sentence, so we are going to put it between two brackets by the basketball team. If there is no need and it is clear because I mentioned captain, so we are going to say Charlotte was chosen captain. Okay, again, we can't make the objective complement as the subject of the passive sentence. Okay, why? Because it will make no sense. The same if I say wrongly, captain was chosen Charlotte. Okay. Let's take an example here. The active sentence is that he appointed Roth secretary. Roth was appointed secretary. So which one is considered as the direct object? Roth. Which one is considered as the objective complement? Is secretary. So one way only of changing the sentence from active into passive by putting the direct object as the subject of the passive sentence. Okay, do you think that all transitive verbs in English can be followed by direct object and objective complement? Of course not. Why? Because we are going to see a very small group of verbs that can be used in pattern number 6 that can be followed by a direct object as well as an objective complement. So what are they? They are the verbs like name, choose, elect, appoint, designate, select, vote, make, declare, nominate, call, fancy, consider, imagine, think, believe, feel, keep, suppose, find, prove, label, and judge. What's wrong with them? They are the verbs that are followed by a direct object and objective complement. This is the end of pattern number 6.